Hey all, welcome to Homeschool, and we are with the chapter Structure of Atom, Class 11 Chemistry. In my previous video, I discussed everything about particle nature of electromagnetic radiation as well as black body radiation. See, actually black body radiation will act as a proof for telling the radiation absorbed or emitted in the form of particles, and the energies are quantized. Energy is emitted in a discontinuous manner, right? Fine. And we studied our famous Planck's equation there, right? So Planck has given an equation that is E is equal to h nu. So what is this? Energy of each photon can be equal to h nu. So here nu is a frequency of radiation and h is a Planck's constant. So based on this particular formula, we are going to solve few problems, okay, and this formula can be changed however we want according to the information given in a question. So all that you must be aware of. So coming to the first problem, a quite simple one I selected. See, calculate energy of 1 mole of photons, right? So what do you mean by 1 mole of photons? Say they asked you calculate energy of 1 mole of photons. 1 mole of photons is nothing but it is 6.022 into 10 power 23 photons, right? So you have to calculate energy of these many photons whose frequency is given. Okay, so frequency of radiation is given, that is 5 into 10 power 14 hertz. So what is given? Nu is given, that is 5 into 10 power 14 hertz. So we all know Planck's constant, right? H value is 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 joules second, right? And just you have to use the formula. Energy of one photon is equal to h nu. So I discussed in the last class, and this formula can be used for one photon. So to calculate energy of one photon, then this formula you must use. First you calculate for one photon and then you multiply with this particular number, right? So what am I calculating now? Energy of one photon. One photon, right? So that is E is equal to h nu. So E is equal to h value is how much? It is 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 joules second into nu is how much? Nu, where is nu value? Yes, 5 into 10 power 14 hertz, right? So just 5 6 are 30, 5 6 are 30 plus 3 33, right? So you will get 33.0 into 10 power minus 34 into 10 power 14. So almost you will get around 33.0 into 10 power you will get around minus 20, isn't it? So this is your joules second. So just joule, sorry, second, and here it is like second inverse, right? Okay, so they will get cancelled and you will have joules. You will get your energy in joules. So this is your energy of one photon, right? But energy of 1 mole of photon, energy of 1 mole of photons, you have to calculate, that is 33 into 10 power minus 20 into, right? 1 mole is how many photons? It is 6.022 into 10 power 23. Okay, so this much if you do, you will get your answer. Okay, so hope you can post the answer in a comment, right? So I have shown you what is the method of solving such a problem. Okay, so energy of one photon to calculate is this formula, but energy of 1 mole of photon is first calculate energy of one photon, then multiply with Avogadro number, right? So 1 mole is always equal to this much number, right? 1 mole of electrons means this many electrons. 1 mole of photons, in the sense it is these many photons, right? So that's all about your problem number 1. It's a very direct question. And coming to the next question, this is really very important type of model. See, calculate energies of two radiations. One radiation is having a wavelength 300 nanometer and the other radiation has a wavelength 600 nanometer. Okay, so you have two radiation 1, okay, and radiation 2. Okay, so radiation 1 is having wavelength how much? Lambda is equal to 300 nanometer. And the radiation 2 has a wavelength how much? Lambda is equal to 600 nanometer. See guys, we know the formula E is equal to, you have to calculate the energy. So that is E is equal to H nu we have. So they have given the information about lambda, but in a formula we have nu, right? But we have a relationship, C is equal to, nu lambda. So here nu is equal to C by lambda, right? So this one, if I substitute in this formula, I can write it as E is equal to HC by lambda. So this is another form of equation that you can use. Right? So E is equal to HC by lambda. So now just use it, everything is given here. So you know the value of H. H is equal to 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 joules second. And what is C value? C is velocity of light. Its value is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Okay, and take lambda value in meters. So convert this in meters, you will get 300 into nano means 10 to the power of 9 meters. Okay, so these values substitute in this formula. What do you get? E is equal to H is how much? 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 into C is 3 into 10 power 8 divided by lambda value is how much? 300 into 10 power minus 9. Right? Okay. So here, see, calculation is very simple. Ones are and 100, right? So you would be getting around 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 into 10 power 8, right? So here it is 10 power 2. So in the denominator using 100 means I can write 10 power 2 into 10 power minus 9 is 10 power minus 7, right? So 10 power minus 7, this is 10 power minus 7. This 10 power minus 7, if it goes to numerator, you will get 10 power 7, right? So what is the answer you will get? 6.6 into 10 power minus 34, right? Into 10 power 8 into 10 power 7. So you would get around 10 power 15, right? 10 power 15. So almost you would get your answer as 16.6 into 10 power almost around minus 19, right? So minus 19 joules is your answer, right? So this is how you can calculate. It's all about a scientific notation you have to be careful with. Similarly, the next radiation, for the second radiation, lambda value is 600 nanometer, right? So what is the formula? Same formula, E is equal to HC by lambda. So E is equal to H is 6.6 into 10 power minus 34, C is 3 into 10 power 8 divided by lambda is 600 nanometer, no? So 600 into 10 power minus 9 meter. So same thing here. So 3 ones are 3200, right? Again 2 ones are, and this would be 3.3. 2 3s are 6, right? So almost here also you will get your answer in 3.3 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So this is your answer. Okay. So this is another very important model, right? So they are giving wavelength, right? And they are asking you energy. So what's the formula? E is equal to Hc by lambda, right? And one more formula that I would like to tell you. Okay, let me tell that with a problem. Coming to the third problem, guys, read out the question carefully. How many photons of light having a wavelength of 4000 angstrom are necessary to provide 1 joule of energy? Okay, so what actually given here? Energy is given, that is 1 joule. Okay, and lambda wavelength is given, that is 4000 angstrom. What are they asking you? They are asking you to calculate number of photons. Number of photons is how much? Okay, so what is the formula that you can use? E is equal to h nu is energy for one photon. E is equal to NH nu is energy of n number of photons. Okay, so this is a formula you can use for energy of n photons. Okay, so they are asking number of photons, n photons. So they gave us lambda, right? So what is the formula? Instead of nu, we can use hc by lambda. So E is equal to NHC by lambda is another formula that you have to remember. Okay, so what are they asking you? N they are asking. So N is equal to E into lambda by H into C. Okay, so you know all values. So what is energy here? 1. What is lambda here? 4000 angstrom. So 4000 into angstrom means 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. Right? So don't forget, convert that lambda value into meters always. Divided by H is 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 into C, that is 3 into 10 power 8 you have to do. Okay, see, check it out, guys. You should get your answer as 2.01 into 10 power 18 photons. Okay, so this must be the answer. Calculate and check it out. Okay, so remember the formula. E is equal to NHC by lambda. Fine. And now see, the fourth problem is one of the problem from previous year NEET question papers. Very simple. You just have to apply the concept. Compare the energies of two radiations, E1 with lambda 800 nanometer, E2 with lambda 400 nanometer. Right? So how is energy related to lambda? Right? Say E is equal to Hc by lambda, isn't it? Hc by lambda. So that means energy is inversely proportional to lambda. Right? So can I write here E1 by E2 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1? Right? Because energy is inversely proportional to lambda. If it is E1, this E1 is inversely proportional to lambda 1. So when I write E1 by E2, say E1 by E2 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1, right? If you want to write it in terms of frequency, you can write it as E1 by E2 is equal to nu1 by nu2, right? So this is how these relations you can use to get the ratios usually, right? So now just substitute here what is E1 and E2's relation. You must know here to lambda 2, which is a lambda 2 400, right? So divided by lambda 1. Lambda 1 is 800. Say 1s are 2s are. So E1 by E2 is equal to, you will get 1 by 2. So what is the relationship between E1 and E2? So definitely E2 is equal to 2E1, isn't it? So this is your answer. Actually, there were 4 options given. One of the option was this. This was asked as a MCQ. For NEET and JEE, the concepts are asked in the form of MCQs, right? So, the correct option is E2 is equal to 2E1, right? So, this is another model they can ask on a concept. And coming to the next type of a problem, that is this. Watch carefully. And this is one of the questions from your NCERT textbook. A 100 watt bulb emits light of lambda 400 nanometer. Calculate number of photons. Here also you have to calculate number of photons emitted per second by the bulb. Okay, so what is the power of bulb here? What is the power of bulb? Power of bulb is 100 watt. Right, 100 watt in the sense what? It is 100 joules per second. Right? Okay. So that means this is the energy. So this much energy has how many photons they are asking. Okay. So let me first check it out. Energy of one photon. Okay. Let me just check it out. Energy of one photon. Let us calculate energy of one photon. Okay, so they're just asking total this much energy you have. In this energy, how many photons are there? Okay, so to find that, we need energy of one photon. Okay, so this is the energy of n photons. That n value we need to find. So to find that, with the given information, find out energy of one photon. Energy of one photon E is equal to H, what is given? Lambda, no? So let us write it this way. E is equal to Hc by lambda. So calculate for one photon's energy. E is equal to H is 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 into C is 3.3 into 10 power 8 meter per second divided by lambda is how much? 400, right? So 400 nanometer it is. So 400 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. So what is the energy? Energy of one photon. How much do you get? You will get around 4.9 into 10 power minus 19 joules. Okay, so this is the energy of one photon. Okay, one photon's energy. Okay, so one photon's energy is this much. And now you have a total of this much energy, right? So you have 100 joules of energy. So this 100 joules has how many photons? Okay, so how do you calculate? So number of photons is equal to, you will just do 100 divided by 4.9 into 10 power minus 19, right? So 100 joules and 4.9 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So this much, this is what you will get your answer. Okay, so you can just calculate and post your answer in the comment box. So this is the method of doing a problem. Clear? So these are various models that can be asked on a formula, you know, E is equal to H nu, right? So this is one format you will write. Another one, E is equal to Hc by lambda you will use when lambda is given. And you know, you can write one more formula here. E is equal to Hc nu bar. What is this nu bar? Wave number, isn't it? What is this? Wave number. In case wave number is given, you can calculate the energy. If wave number is given, this is the formula to calculate energy of one photon. If lambda is given, this is the formula to calculate energy of one photon. If frequency is given, this is the formula to calculate energy of one photon. And when they ask you ratios of frequency and energy, we know E1 by E2 is equal to nu1 by nu2 you can write. When they give you lambda, it's like E1 by E2 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1, right? And when they ask you something like number of photons, you know, this is what the pattern you can follow. So this is all about the today's video. And this is one of the most important numericals that can be asked for board examination as well as for the competitive examination, right? So with this we have completed, you know, black body radiation, particle nature of electromagnetic radiation and formulas regarding that. And in my next class, let us talk about photoelectric effect. So photoelectric effect is a very important topic, and this process also helps us in proving that electromagnetic radiation emits or absorbed in the form of particles. Okay, so let's discuss everything about photoelectric effect along with the numericals of previous year's question paper in the next video, and don't forget to watch that video. Definitely it will give you a lot of benefit in understanding photoelectric effect and related numericals. So that's all about today's session, and do subscribe our channel to learn the concepts in a easiest way and in a detailed way. Thank you so much.